Welcome back to the Original Nick Show. My name is Nick, and today we are doing an artist showcase, and we have here Beetlemilk. Recently, I went to the Atlanta Comic Convention, and it's really interesting because it was a lot of creators. I thought it was going to be a bunch of people selling their old comic books and stuff like that, but it was so much more because I got to meet some amazing creators, and it's going to be something, a little series that I'm going to do. I'm going to try connecting with local artists, and this is the first on the list just because I promised them, and they already mean so much to me. I mean, like even right now you can see that I'm not even in the picture. It's mostly the art. I'm just here as like a little moderator, and I wanted to make it look really nice. I wanted to make it look super nice because they put so much time and effort into this. They have their story right here. It's an original story. It's unique. It's fun. It's interesting. Everything about it is really amazing. And I have two right here. The third copy hasn't come out yet. I also have one of their prints and two original paintings or two original illustrations, which will never be made again. These are too unique. And I also have their shirt on right now. Their shirt right here, which it's a little cool. It's a really cool design. Their art is similar to the stuff that I like. It's very Steven Universe-esque, and I love Steven Universe. You guys know this if you've seen my channel. You see I have the Steven Universe hat. I'm a huge fan of that. First off, I want to talk about this one right here. They had prints at the Atlanta Comic Convention. Let me see if I can get a little bit better lighting. There we go. It's a little fox, and he's coughing up something, alright? It's just a cute little drawing, and I saw him, and I was like, he's speaking out to me. So they had like a bunch of prints like this of stuff that they've drawn, and then they printed they did reprints and stuff. And then these guys were the next thing that I saw right here. It's a little tanuki. Right there. This was also, I saw him and I was like, I gotta have him because he's really adorable. They have him in little picture frames. They had him at their booth. This guy is a little bit weirder looking, but I still like him a lot. There we go. Look at him. He's a cute little fella, ain't he? But it's called Psycho Babble. Right here. Alright, this right here, super amazing. Super amazing story. I read both of them. I love them dearly, alright? And I want you to read it for yourself because it is a story. It's a real story. Like they put down here, like they put in the back of this one, it's relatable to real life. There's connections to the real world. And it has their story right here as well. Right there. It has their story, all the struggling that they've been through, everything they've gone through as artists, and this story is amazing because it's animals. It's not humans. You're not like, oh, it's just another human story. It's these animals that are really cute but have human characteristics, and they're interesting. And it's like, so far we've met like a couple characters in the story, and they're really interesting, each of them, because they each have different personalities, and each of them really stand out. Just because the first one alone, it has, I don't want to spoil anything for you if you decide to buy this. I'll say this. It throws you off a little bit because it's one art style, but then like halfway through it throws you to a different art style, but then it goes back, so it's like, oh my gosh, it's enrapturing. And then there's like, in some stories, like you'll have the whole episode, but then like there's a little thing, and then that little thing at the end, when you connect all the little things at the end of the video or the movie or the show, it like creates its own story. There's some of that in this too, in each of volumes 1 and 2. So it's definitely worth a read. And this right here. In Psychobabble episode 2, volume 2, I'll show you that cover. Boom. Psychobabble volume 2. Look at this right here. Okay, see this? They made their own language for this book. Okay? And right here is the cipher. Okay? So in this story, you get to you get to like learn, and actually it's very intuitive. I find myself recognizing words very quickly towards the end of the end of the read. And this is also part of their art, I would consider, because look at this. All right, this is their business cards. Their business cards are even little adorable little illustrations. There they are. There's Devin, Tatiana. So they give you a bag each time you, like, when you buy from them at the comic convention. And I was like, sweet, I really like their stuff. So I went back for a second time. I saw them the first time, and when I saw them the first time, I bought these two comics, this printout, this little guy. I bought this little Tanuki. Then the second time I saw them, I was like, how much is your shirt? I bought this one because I was like, they're original. They're never gonna be made again. And if I want to show this off on my YouTube, like I had their permission to, they were like, absolutely, go for it. So, but this right here, I'm gonna talk about the shirt now, because what they did was they did extra. They paid a little bit extra to get a really super soft shirt. It's a super soft shirt, and the ink, instead of it being painted on and like it would go off on, like, you know, a couple hundred washes, this is dyed in. No matter how many times you wash it, it'll never come out. So with that, I'm going to go to the second part of this video, which is going to the computer and showing you their website and all their like social media. Alright, so here I am on the actual website of Beetlemilk, and it's their art style. I love it because it's all this pastels and it's really nice. You know, you got all their stuff right here. Psychobabble, which is the stuff I've been showing you, which is their 2 comic books. You got a shop as well, which you should absolutely, because after, like I've shown you, I've got like original prints, which I don't know, you can't get that on there, but I have like some of their prints and stuff. I love it. All of this stuff is amazing. Right here, they got volume 3 of Psychobabble, which I'm obviously gonna buy because I like the first 2. All right, here you go. You got their press and interviews, which I need to hit them up for an interview. This is where they're gonna be. This is where all their stuff is. I met them at the Atlanta Comic Convention, and it was really cool. I loved seeing them. This is all their like physical addresses. I'm guessing this is where you can like it says brick and mortar, so I'm guessing this is where you can like buy their stuff. But so this like tells you about their art style, and it tells you about Psychobabble. All this stuff is amazing. So I'm gonna leave in the description also of this video their website, because they're awesome. I'm gonna show you their Instagram. Right, okay, so now this is their Instagram. All right, this is where I met them. It was right here at the Atlanta Comic Convention. Super. They had like also peep that MC Chris hat. My boy out here likes MC Chris. But yeah, it also has their art on here as well. Yep, that was their booth again right here. Devin and Tatiana, here they are again. There's their names, there's their little art. I want to thank them for allowing me to showcase their arts on this channel, to have their art shown to a different audience because their art is physical. It's here on the pages of their comic book, on the pages of their printouts of their originals. All of this is physical. It was amazing to see these creators, all right, to talk to them, because like I showed you whenever I was on Instagram, I showed you their booth, and their booth was so eye-catching because it was like a border, and they were like talking through the window, and he was like, hey, how can I help you? His personality was perfect, and it got me to break out of my shell and be like, hey, do you mind if I like put this on my YouTube channel? And he was like, yeah, dude, absolutely, we'll be looking for the video, we'll subscribe to you. And I was like, whoa. They've struggled too. Every artist struggles, and I love to see how it's turned out right here on the pages. Now my favorite comic book of all time, Move Over Moon Knight, it's Psychobabble now. You know, I just wanted to thank them absolutely for allowing me to showcase their art. I would like all of you to at least check out the website. If you are interested in amazing pastel colors. If you're interested in faraway lands, you know, parallel universes, all of this made up languages, if you love that, then you will love this. Leave a little comment below, both of you, and subscribers. Leave them a nice little reply to their comments. So, with that, I will see you guys on the next episode of The Original Nick Show.